Hey guys, Mark from 42freeway.com. I'm outside the Sears location building at Deptford Mall. I've written about the construction going on here, separately, meaning the Dick's coming over and the entertainment option. But I didn't really do it as a one combined piece. I'm doing a video here, and the reason why I thought to do this, I'm in all the town groups on Facebook: Washington Township, Deptford, Gloucester Township. Every other day in one of those groups, someone's asking, "Hey, what's going on at the Deptford Mall?" So I thought I'd do this video to be very clear. So I'll get right to it. The two things coming in: Dick's Sporting Goods and Round One Entertainment. Dick's Sporting Goods is going to go on the lower level, from my interpretation of the plans I saw, and the Round One would be on the upper level. So let's talk a little bit more about that. Yes, we already have a Dick's Sporting Goods in Deptford. They will be moving from across the street into the Sears building, again on the lower level. I do not know what's going into the old building of Dick's Sporting Goods. In fact, someone from the town told me after one of the meetings I attended that they had reached out to the landlord of the building where Dick's is at to ask, "Hey, what are your plans for that building?" And the person they spoke to, I don't know if it was someone of authority, had told them, "Wait, what do you mean? Dick's is moving? We didn't even know." So that tells you, that may be an indication of what the plans are for that building. I don't think there's anything going on with the old Dick's. So again, Dick's on the lower level, Round One on the upper level. So people get confused with this. They keep saying Dave & Buster's is coming. No, Dave & Buster's is not coming to the Deptford Mall. I will tell you, I'm very confident in saying that Dave & Buster's wanted to be in the mall. Dave & Buster's wanted the project to move a couple years earlier, but the Sears was still there. And there's some implication that maybe Macerich kind of kept things going with the Sears to keep them occupied in there. But Dave & Buster's got tired of waiting, and they went over to the Gloucester Township outlets. The official word is, hey, the outlets were able to meet our needs first, or meet our requirements better. So that's a true statement. And one of the big requirements is, hey, we want to get this thing rolling. So rambling. Round one, Deptford Mall Round One. What that is, it's a Japanese version of Dave & Buster's. And what's significant about that is, I have not been in one. I've looked at some YouTube videos. There's one in Exton, PA, at the Exton Square Mall, which I plan on getting over to soon in the next few weeks. What I've seen is, the Japanese arcade games, a lot of the cranes. Now, some other significant things with this is they have bowling. There will, it's not 100% clear. They haven't said specifically what's going into the Deptford Mall location, but I can almost guarantee there will be a bowling alley in there, a small bowling alley. They're big on karaoke. There's karaoke rooms. That's a very Japanese culture type thing. There will be a bar and a restaurant. I'm not as familiar with the restaurant offerings. The other thing that's going on, when I looked at the plans for the Dick's Sporting Goods that I saw, it looks like along the one edge, where the old Farrell's used to be, if you go back, and where Ruby Tuesdays is today, actually. Well, next to that, along that wall, it looks like they left that area for, future development. Maybe they're going to run some restaurants down the side on the first level, but that's not certain. From this angle, looking at across the old garden entrance of Sears, you can see the building is completely gutted inside the Sears. I'm hoping you can see this in the camera. You can literally look and see right through the building to the other entrance where they ripped it up. So they're looking to do some sort of significant different entrance. Instead of just putting a new sign up, they're really going to change up the look of the building. So this is an interesting view. All right, so now we're here at the Gloucester Premium Outlet. It's a nice warm day. What is it, September 21st? It's the Saturday. A lot of people here, good crowd. And I just wanted to give a view of where the Dave & Buster's is. So even myself, when I first thought about the Dave & Buster's and where they're putting it, I'm like, well, that just seems too far away. But literally, as you're standing here, I'm going to show you in a second, you can see it looming across the parking lot. It is not that far. It's a nice little walk. It's a nice little concrete patio that pathway that I guess they're going to fix up. And yeah, let's do this. So even from here, you can see the steel structure across the parking lot. And right there's a sign, Dave & Buster's coming soon. They're being very open about it, whereas at Deptford Mall, you don't have any indication what's coming. By the way, it's Saturday. We're 2 weeks after the start of school. Maybe people are still doing some post-school shopping, but this side of the parking lot's already full. I had to drive around to find a parking spot And you can only imagine when Dave & Buster's comes in that it's going to be even more. So it's not actually very deep over here in the parking lot. There's just this one section. You know, if this was a house, front yards of houses, probably like the width of 2 homes in a traditional suburban neighborhood. You know, and after that walk of 2 homes, here you are approaching the street where the Dave & Buster's is going in. So they are targeting a spring, maybe March or April opening. I didn't mention this when we were talking about the Deptford location for the round 1. I had posted for the Deptford round 1 that based on Japanese corporate earnings reports, they said it would open in 2021. But I've been told by the mayor of Deptford that he's been told that they're going to open up in the spring also, the round 1. And you know, if you look at the construction, the progress that they're doing there, the way they're aggressively tackling it over in Deptford, spring does seem very plausible. Anyway, well, here we are. We're at you can see the sign, Gloucester Premium Outlets. The steel frames going up. The entrance, the parking lot will be over here. You know, if they have this whole lot, that's a huge amount of parking. Here's the front entrance. She's sort of an angular piece coming out. It's a decent sized building. I think they said it's 40,000 square feet freestanding. And I'm going to whip around. And there's the outlets right there. Pretty darn close. You know, they just do some concrete work here, maybe put a little pedestrian light in. I don't know if they're going to do that, but that would be helpful. But there you go. Progress. Looks like they're going to... There's a race is on between Deptford Mall's round 1 and the Gloucester Outlets Dave & Buster's.